back in the woods again. Nothing special. Hold on. I can get that on camera. Stop, dangerous tree, do not enter. Well, that's a bit ominous. Now there is a road back there, so I think that's for the road. Like obviously sometimes you get trees that are unstable and they fall on the road, but you don't really get poisonous trees unless they're referring to like giant hogweed or something like that, which isn't a tree, but it could be mistaken for one if you are not familiar. Right, I'm going to run this next bit. I'm carrying a backpack loaded with stuff, so we'll just have to see how easy this is. Right, let's go. Ooh. That wasn't too bad. It's quite wet around here. Huh. Hang on. That's what I think it is. Oh my god. It is. It's red cedar bark. Oh, I'm gonna have to set up a little base camp here at the moment. Here we. Here's the problem with trying to find somewhere to film, or trying to hook up the gorilla pod, and the unfortunates of relying on a gorilla pod rather than a tripod is that generally I'd hook this on the tree or something, it could wrap around, but I can't see anything viable to do so. So I may have to film this next bit on the chest rig, but we'll see. Well, I tried, so it looks like we're going to have to do a first person view, which I suppose is good. I can show you a little first person view tutorial of how to collect the bark. I did try and make a tripod out of a lot of the stuff that's laying around, but half of it's punk wood, so you can literally just pick it apart. And I did try using the shelter as a tripod as well, but it just wasn't having it. The gorilla pod kept falling down. And here we have it, red cedar. I've been on the lookout for this tree for quite some time due to its properties, mostly the bark, and I'll just show you how to harvest that now. So you're just going to want to get like a just a normal knife, make sure it's sharp enough, and just scrape the bark with the end of the knife, like so. There's a very shaggy bark where it sheds it, and it can be used as a tinder, which is what we'll be doing today. So we're going to cheat a little bit by using some toilet roll as kindling, tinder, sorry, and then use the red cedar bark as the kindling, so you get to see how it works. So you basically need to form what is a bird's nest, which is just a pile where you press your thumbs in the middle. You'd put this in there like so. Now with certain materials you might want to get an ember going first, but it really depends. Oh, got a coating on there. Alright, let's try that again, because I had a coating on this ferro rod that I had to get rid of first. There we go. And where we go, we have fire. And now you'd use that to light a pile, but we're not going to do that today. We're just going to put this out. Right, let's move on. Getting my torch out, having a close look in there. Nah, completely empty. Right, we are moving on. Had a little snake, which was just a flapjack. Had some water. We're good to go. Moving on. Now, what was weird about seeing red cedar here, or just these coniferous trees in general, is that I was under the impression that this woodland was entirely deciduous. There may have been one or two coniferous trees dotted about, but I mean, nothing really to write home about. Then I find what seems to be like a belt of coniferous trees going all, well, is it through the forest? I would say so. A good portion of it at least. So that's interesting. I'm going to follow the trail and see where it ends. I believe if I'm going this way I should reach the edge. And then maybe farmers' fields? Don't know, we'll see. This is going to be difficult. A lot of brambles. Should have bought thicker gloves. Disguise among these ferns. Wow, that is something. I'm going to detach this quickly. Oh, there we go. It's just foliage, far as the eye can see. But it looks like there's a clearing up there because there's no more of these trees, so don't know where I see. Let's just keep going. Just need to put this back on. Oh, I'm going to have to turn back now, boys. I think we've reached a dead end and I do not have the tools on me today to get through all this. Gonna need a rest after that. A few bumps and a few scrapes. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have the wipes to make sure that we are all good. Usually I take antiseptic wipes, so we're going to have to bust out the old reliable. Small vial of TCP on the ready. It's not the best smelling thing in the world, but it helps. I think that's nettles. Yeah. Started raining just as I started walking again, so it is time to seek shelter. Oh yeah! There is that. Got a spot. Yeah, I do. Don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but little squirrels over there. Doesn't really seem to care about us. David Attenborough. Well, it appears to have stopped raining finally. This tree took the brunt of the rain, but yeah, stayed pretty dry. Managed to find my way into some open fields here. Cicadas are going absolutely nuts. Well, there we go. Ain't that some view?